Hello, my name is Michael Price. I'm a recruiter. I have actually been an IT sales recruiter for 25 years. And as I've done that job, I've generated some clients that I've got really good relationships with. And occasionally, I will do things that are non 100% sales. And this is one of those occasions because I think the company that I'm recruiting for, the person I'm recruiting for, I've got an absolutely superb story, and this role is with the marketing exec. So what you had was a £15 million business. That £15 million business was bought by a £3 billion business who are one of the most successful IT companies in the UK, full stop, partner. Don't care what Wikipedia says, don't care what Oracle, Microsoft, SAP said, absolutely unbelievably successful. The parent company, they sell IT services that are over here. And they sell stuff like managed service, break fix maintenance. Nothing wrong with that business because obviously they've got a £3 billion business doing it, but it's quite simple IT services. The company they bought, so this client, sells services over here, which are much more toward advisory and consulting, so the type of stuff that KPMG and Accenture do. And the services that this company provide are services around the use of data and AI. They've made this sales leadership hire, known this guy for probably 15 years, I'd have thought, placed him once or twice, not twice, only once, placed him once, good guy. And if you said to me, is he capable of growing that business from 15 to 24 million, so nearly doubling its size in a year? Yep, done it before, and he's got amazing backing. And really their focal point, as I say, is services around data and AI. But data and AI are a pretty close marriage anyway. So this role is a marketing exec. Now, as I say, I am a sales recruiter really, only occasionally doing marketing. So like if this was a sales video, I'd be able to tell you all sorts of stuff. And hopefully this will cover it. So this side of marketing is about content. So my client's point is, he said, Mike, if you looked at our client base, it's unbelievable. We've just done some really cool stuff with some really big brands. And what we want to be able to do is to make those examples and those case studies accessible. So we solve this problem for X, that's a common problem in the market. We solve this problem for Y, that's a common problem in the market. And that's going to help in a few ways. Number one, just from general marketing, general content on website and in outreach and all those kind of things. The second part of it is if you're a salesperson working for this business, what you have to do is tell the same story over and over and over again. Actually, what the marketing role is about telling that story a little before the salesperson gets there. And the company that was bought, which is this company, their head office is in Leeds. It's hybrid role, so you might live in Manchester or Sheffield or whatever, but you will have to get to Leeds a little bit. I'd say minimum once a week. So in that case, it classifies as a hybrid role. If, of course, you want to go in every day, you definitely could. So what are they looking for? So from a tech perspective, really it would be good if you're in an IT services company. Now, I created this imaginary spectrum. If you're over here, and you're working for a company that sells breakfast maintenance, whatever, I'm sure that'll be fine. If you're over here and you're selling consulting services, that will be unbelievably amazing, but I think that's too hard to find. But generally, somebody in the IT services space, I think if somebody works for an IT software vendor, maybe I would say. From a personal perspective, you need to be a marketing person. Full stop, that's it. And really, you need to have a focus on content. So if you're a marketing person who has a focus on marketing automation, and you're only doing automation, I don't think you'd get this job. If, however, you're doing a bit of marketing automation, a bit of content, I think you probably would. If you were doing purely content and you're in the consulting space, I'd be stunned if you didn't get it. From a vertical perspective, so to whom your current employer or most previous employers have sold into, absolutely completely open. Package is around 60k as a basic. Now, I've put around 60. I'm dealing with the guy who is the decision maker. It's his budget and he's in charge. And he said, what do you think I need to pay for some experience? As I said before, I'm a sales recruiter. If it's a sales recruiter, I could have given him an exact number. So like if you're on a little bit more, I think we should still be speaking. If you're on a little bit less, I think we should still be speaking. Looking at the business itself, they're just beautifully positioned. Like if you knew the IT industry, their parent is one of the most successful businesses in the UK. And they've bought this company to grow them. And if they go from 15 to 24 million, then there's career opportunity all over the place for everybody, I think. My contact details are on the screen. Also, the email of my colleague Joe. It's very likely in this case that Joe will be your first point of contact. If you want to speak to me, you can. Absolutely no problem with that. Joe and I work really closely together. Thank you. I'll hopefully hear from you soon.